sponsored by Our Home magazine on newsstands now.
We're standing in front of a beautiful spot of Richmond history. This is well known as the Pineapple Acre. It's the Richmond designer house for the Richmond Symphony Orchestra League. It's a fundraiser. Susan Williams and Miss Julie Brantley are with us. You ladies have been busy for 2 years since the last time Designer House happened. I know you're ready to have this debut.
We do work for 2 years to find a house, and then it takes a lot of time to pull it together. The designers have done a fabulous job. Can't wait for you to see it.
It is a beautiful, beautiful piece, and we were talking before we got started about how do you make a selection? There's so many beautiful homes and properties in the greater Richmond region, and you featured a lot over the years. How did you make this selection?
Well, first off, we go around and we look for houses that have a historical perspective or something really neat from an architectural perspective. Then we try working with the homeowner. This is a big deal for a homeowner because they basically have no use of a house for over 3 months.
Wow. The house is turned upside down basically, but when it comes out the other side, there's a team of designers, landscapers, artists, everybody you can think of that have just really focused on highlighting the attributes of the home.
They do, and it's amazing how the rooms all pull together and look like it was a plan that coordinated, and it doesn't. They simply showcase what they feel is the right look for each room.
Now, Susan and Julie, you mentioned you look for a home that has a lot of architectural detail and history and showcases some of the amazing things that are in our area. This one certainly does. It's in Ginter Park.
Yes, it is. This is a very historic region of the city, and it actually was built to rival Monument Avenue. So when Monument Avenue was there and they had all these wonderful homes, this land, which actually was a nursery, became available, and so they started building the houses here to rival Monument Avenue so that you have wonderful, the houses are just all over. In fact, some of the really neat houses are the ones they built just for the people that were building the houses here. And some of those cottages date back to the late 1800s.
It's neat when you stop to think that it was a chance to get out of the city to some degree and kind of stretch your arms a little bit and a breath of fresh air.
It was, because some of these were summer homes. But it has grown, it has changed, and like this house was built in 1929. It was built by Courtney Welton for the Satterfields, David Satterfield Jr. And then his son, David Satterfield III, grew up in the house, and his wife, Anne, is still available and is actually going to be coming to the house for a tour. She's very excited about it. After that, there were a couple of other families, but the house now has been owned for over 30 years by Viola and Archer Baskerville.
So it celebrates Richmond history from yesteryear and then really contemporary history in a way. We have about a minute left. You're invited, everyone's invited to come and see the designer house. What can you expect when you come to visit the home?
Well, we have daily tours 7 days a week. And after you see each room, you have a tour guide in each room that tells you a little bit about the rooms. The designers are in the rooms on some occasions and can talk about what their inspiration was for each room. As you exit into the gardens out back, which are absolutely lovely with a pool and a fountain and just a beautiful space, we have Terrence West Cafe. It will be serving lunch, so you can have lunch and spend the afternoon at the designer house. Having a little lunch, glass of wine on the back gardens. And then we have a boutique out back featuring all kinds of wonderful things, from baby clothes and jewelry to books and clothing. Just a treat to go in and visit and see what you can find right here at the house.
And it all benefits the Richmond Symphony Orchestra League.
We are the Richmond Symphony Orchestra League, and we are a nonprofit that fundraises for the Richmond Symphony. So all of the proceeds from this event go to the Richmond Symphony.
A wonderful opportunity to come out, celebrate history, celebrate today, and celebrate with your friends. Be sure to get a group together and come on out, make a day of it, and just see all there is to see, because there's plenty.